Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a Timely Tarot Oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and the thumbnail or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you. Delivered at the perfect time, in timely fashion, courtesy of the universe through the language of synchronicity. This is a collective or general reading, so just be aware parts may or may not resonate with you. And just take what works for you, leave the rest. Let's see what this reading is about. We'll start with the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck, and we have opportunities galore. Woohoo! So this is talking about there's 7 cups here, and each of these cups has a gift in it, and each of these is an opportunity for you. So you're being blessed with a lot of opportunities here that, and you have your choice. Which one do you want to go to? Do you want all of them? And the order that you want to take them in? This is saying these possibilities are going to be here for you, and you can take them one at a time, or you've earned these somehow. The universe is paying you back. And so it's just really good problem to have, having so many choices you don't know which one to take. And that's kind of the energy. Maybe you're in shock because it's like just whatever you've been working on has really been paying off now. Oh, here comes my little partner here, Stella, my cat. Did you just wake up? She loves the energy of the readings, and her job is to sit on my lap and purr. So she's doing a good job already. You're already purring. All right, so this is talking that at some point here that you have had difficulty and there was rough waters, choppy waters. Like my dad used to say, oh, they're just going through a rough patch. So this is talking about really wanting to have peace in your life and rowing off to calmer waters. And so this represents having gone inward and doing some healing. And so the 6 of Swords are like, it's kind of like your thoughts. Sometimes you can overthink things so much that your thoughts actually block your vision, and that's what this is saying. And so this is saying this young child next to this person can represent your inner child. So it's about healing your inner child. And this is talking about, to be able to do that, you have to dig deep. This pole, to get this boat moving, he has to really dig it deep into the bottom of the of the water here, and you're moving forward. And look at this, because you have made that choice to heal and move forward, you are ready for a whole bunch of opportunities. Yes, we have the rebel with a cause. So you're full of passion, and it's talking about like this healing. The decision to heal was a really good decision for you, because now you have regained your passion for life. The Knight of Wands represents the energy of like being, he's got this big feather in his, this plume here on his helmet, and it represents him being like really impulsive, like almost impulsive energy. So you might have to watch that in your temper a little bit. But he's learned to rein in his emotions so that he can make really strong choices. And this is someone that just loves adventure, likes to go on new adventures, discover new mysteries. The pyramids in the background are saying, hey, there's all sorts of mysteries out there. There's all sorts of things you can learn to do. There's all sorts of opportunities waiting, and you're ready for it. You're like, I'm on it. And it's saying that you've matured enough to kind of understand which opportunities to take and which ones and how much to take on at one time, basically. Maybe in the past you would have said, I'll take all 7 right now. And now you're like, no, I'll take this one and that one. And I'll see how those go. And then when I have those established, then I'll come back for the other ones. And this is that's what this card is saying, that not to worry, that the opportunities are going to be there for you. They're probably interconnected in some ways. And then this is the Page of Wands coming in. So the pages would be a younger version of the knights, and they would work for the court just as for royalty as the knights did. The knights, the pages would start working for the king and queen around 7 to 14 years of age. And then they would just, do tasks and put messages around the court. So both of these cards represent that there's some form of communication coming in. Now this one's about something you're passionate about and new, that I feel it's like these new opportunities coming. And maybe this is, the Page of Wands is coming in with the information that, hey, here's some information about, one of these opportunities, or whichever ones that you were interested in. So this sometimes could represent the energy coming in of, the swords represent thoughts, and that it can be just a breath of fresh air. That's, you got yourself back into this energy, and now it's like, oh, I have so many ideas. I could do this and I could do that. And so this is talking about possibly some communication coming in, about something that you have done research on, and you're, it's like, oh, okay, like I got the information in. Or it could be a letter saying that you've been accepted into a college or a university. It could be that you have your degree now and you're ready to, for employment, and people have noticed that you, were top in your class, and now you are going to be able to have a really good, would you like to come in for an interview? So this could come by email. Like in the old days, the page and the knights, they would deliver messages on horse or by foot. And these days now, the message could be coming in by a letter in the mail. It could be a phone call, a text, a social media post, an email, that kind of energy. So watch for your communication coming in. This is really good. And then we have, and like this is someone who thinks outside the box. So this is kind of, I feel like taking the time to heal has really inspired you again, and you're feeling really enthusiastic about life again. This is really awesome. And then, hey, you're on your journey, and this is talking about the Magician energy. And actually the Magician is pointing to all these opportunities. So when the Fool starts his journey in the Major Arcana, he comes across, the very first card he comes across after the 0 point where he starts is the Magician. And so the Magician is saying, as above, so below. You were meant to have these opportunities, and now they're here. Really cool energy. I love this. And then this is the infinity symbol. So there's infinite potential within these, within this, these opportunities. And you have all the tools that you need, to move forward here. You have, and I feel like you have a lot of people like kind of interested in whatever your special qualities are. So this is like you're being noticed. And so this is really, really good. And then we have the energy, the infinity symbol above the head represents the being, all these possibilities being infinite, and that it's up to you just how are you going to bring them in. And then we have, okay, so we have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is a younger version here of the Knight of Wands. And again, it's talking about, this is also a passion for love, like that kind of energy. So this could be saying, hey, these aren't just opportunities for work or the work you've put in. These are actually opportunities for having passion in your love life, kind of in a romantic way. And as I said, like the Page of Wands would normally start working for the king and queen around 7 to 14, and then when they were 21, if they could afford a horse, they would be maybe put up for knighthood. So I feel like this is almost saying, yeah, like look at, you were a page and now you're a knight. And there we have it. And so you're a rebel with a cause now. So you have, I'm just getting, you have no shortage of ideas. And this is talking that the Magician is saying, look how you've grown. Like, look at what you've brought in for yourself because of all your hard work here. Really nice. I really like this energy. This is cool. And okay, so you, when you went off to heal and you took that journey, the hermit goes up to the top of the mountain. And sometimes the hermit does the trip up to the top of the mountain to be with God, like because they want to isolate. And this represents having gone through the dark night of the soul. And I feel like that's kind of this energy, because this silhouette is kind of like this dark energy, right? Well, if you talk, when physicists talk about dark energy, it's kind of talking about that it's empty space. So you're like an empty container because actually that space we're finding out is not so empty after all. We just can't see it, right? So it's kind of like just because we can't see it doesn't mean there's not lots of energy in it. And I feel like that's kind of saying something to you about that. Just because you can't or you couldn't see it back then, once you heal yourself and you go, and get enlightenment, now you can see all sorts of opportunities. And I'm also getting that you can see more of the possibilities in the challenges that you faced and recognize, oh, yeah, okay, well, but I did learn that from that, and now I can use that for this, right? And you're starting to notice that maybe all this time that you felt like you had wasted or whatever is now actually not a waste of time, and it's actually been like a learning curve, and now you're ready. And you weren't even trying to be a knight, and now you are one, and you're a knight that has a cause, And I love this because it's saying that you have a feather in your cap now, and you're ready to have that enthusiasm again, that kind of energy of like, I can't wait to get started on this, and I'm so excited about my day, that kind of energy. So this the lantern represents the North Star in that lantern, and it's shining the light on the hermit's staff. So it's saying, okay, it's golden, it's time to climb down from the mountain and go after these opportunities. Cool. Yeah, because you felt like you had been left out in the cold and you didn't feel like you were going to have any more opportunities. And now you're like, that's the dark night of the soul. So that's just confirming that. And so this is talking about feeling like, you had lost everything and that you were never going to regain it. And it's talking also about that essence of yourself, that ability to really feel like, I really am passionate about life again. And that's what the Magician is pointing at, that this is like an energetic upgrade. And yeah, look at that you can have the lifestyle you want. And this is like 10 of Pentacles is the most pentacles that you can have. You've got all these opportunities, and you have the enlightenment now that you needed that maybe you didn't have before. So if you went through, like my dad said, a rough patch. My dad was an entrepreneur. So, he always could see the bright side of everything, because sometimes when life is like that, like we're all of a sudden faced with a lot of difficulty, if we can, manage it, and we can, go inward and really learn from it, it can be like, wow, this is just awesome, because now it's raining money. You've got it's talking about all the potential here. Like here, you felt like you had lost, half of everything of what you had. It feels like you were never going to be able to get back what you lost, kind of energy. And now it's saying, well, now you're back at there's only 10 pentacles in the tarot deck, and it's not, and it does represent money, but it also represents like really being honored for your work, like kind of like being respected in the community, having the energy to, like having the nice home, having someone to share it with, a partner that you really enjoy being with, a good companion, someone that you're passionate about and that you have love for. And, you have the pets and you have the time to stop and chat with your neighbors. And it's kind of like, that kind of energy, just, really, like, it reminds me of when you're on stage in some of those talent shows and the golden buzzer goes off and your whole life is changed like that. Boom. Yeah, and the struggle, it's just talking. I feel like this is talking about that you have been through quite a struggle here, but this card is interesting because it has so many meanings for me. But one of them is that if you look at the way nature manifests, there's a lot of pentacle energy in nature. And what it means is when nature counts, nature will count 1 + 1 = 2, and then nature reaches back into the past for 2, And it's like 1 plus 2 equals 3, and then 3 reaches back into the past, 3 plus 2 equals 5, and then 5 reaches back into the past for 3, and it's 8, and it's like God's thumbprint. So it's kind of like the reason why is because when, as human beings, we like to see progress like linear. We want it to be like up. We don't want to see up and down and up and down. We don't see the benefit of going backwards. And so the thing is, though, that life is a dance. It's not meant to be a march. And so sometimes when we're in the dance of life, we are moving forward, and then we go sideways, and then we go back. It's called a salsa, that kind of energy. So you want to be able to dance through life, not march through it. And sometimes when we have those moments where we feel like we're going backwards, it's actually the universe giving us a breather, and so that we can go inward and really, okay, maybe I'm at a crossroads here. Which direction? Maybe I need to pick a different cup now and focus on that one, and let this one mature a little bit and percolate in the back burner, and do something new that inspires me again. And so that's the kind of energy. Life is a dance, and you're in it, and you are manifesting even when you take a step backwards or sideways. Don't forget that. And then look at that. This is the happiest card in the deck, just shining all the light on you here. This is so beautiful. So you did really, like, it's saying that you deserve all the happiness in the world. Life is full of opportunities for you. Things are already turning around. If you can't see it, don't feel like you have to be perfect. Life is imperfectly perfect is the advice. And look at the magician is pointing. Look at this energy here. I love this. This is like, if we go from here down, we're looking at, there's the path, like we went through something where we really felt like we were having a hard time, and we turned to God and we said, like, I need some peace of mind. I can't turn my mind off or whatever. I feel like I'm lost. I don't know. I don't fit in. And this is God saying, hey, you weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. So quit trying to fit in and stand out. Here's a bunch of opportunities. Go for it. And this is like, you're going to be so happy. This is what you were destined for. All the sunflowers are turning. This banner actually represents, this child is very small, but it's saying this is your destiny. You've always been destined to be a happy person, and to have what you need in life. And this is talking, I feel like this is talking about that you have learned, because of some of the hardships, that's what has caused you to be able to learn to bring your mind, to quiet your mind, and be able to really see the possibilities and challenges that you couldn't see before. And that, of course, is making, like, you're passionate about life again. It's like, I've got a feather in my cap. I'm ready for an adventure. I wonder what's going to happen today. I can hardly wait kind of energy. And if you look at it from the magician's perspective, it's like, there's all these opportunities that you're bringing down from earth, and this was your destiny. You've always been meant to be this happy, beautiful, in this happy, beautiful energy. You needed to learn how to control your mind and discipline it so that you could be aware of all the benefits, so that you could regain that exuberance for life again. And this is a major energetic upgrade. Love it. Real clarified. It actually doesn't need a lot of clarification, but I love this energy for you. It's really, really good. I'll claim this. This is a really, just destined for happiness. And I love that the sun is at the very top, just shining light, saying even in the times that it was really challenging, there was benefit in those times. It's because life is a dance, not a march. And so if you are enjoying this reading, please give it a like and a comment, and that really does help me build my channel. And also, I'm going to clarify this with my oracle, Tales from the Vector, and that's TAILS from thevector.com is my website. So what I'm doing is right now, I started this in 2007. I'm an artist, so I did all these really big paintings of dragons from the future flying through the sky. It's the Intergalactic Federation of Light. is this oracle is about. And I have completed all the 64 paintings in 2020, and now I've had them out in like not totally done, and I'm gathering the information now. I had pages and pages of it, but now I'm at the point where I want to just work with the cards a bit, and I'm writing it up and bringing this deck out. I'm excited about it. It'll be fun. It'll be really feel good to have it done also. It's just been a really interesting project. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go. That's how the cards usually come out. I caught it still. It almost hit. My cat's sitting on my lap purring, and she's sound asleep, and I really didn't want it to whack her in the head and wake her up, scare her. So this card flew out, and this is saying, you're born to lead. And so it's talking again about this exuberant energy. So, and it's talking like the sun, the Leo energy is the sign, the planet that rules Leo is the sun. And it's about having, like, being born to lead. Like, that's the Leo energy. And it's also talking about the stage of life is like kind of like an adolescent boy, you know, like someone under the age of 21 that's really excited about life and has a lot of passion, you know, that kind of energy. So when the horoscope signs come in my readings, when they're general, right, like this, I'm not talking about a particular person, although that may come up for you. And, you know, trust your intuition on that. But I am talking more about the state of being of that sign, like what can we learn from it? Because we all have a little bit of that signs in us. You can get your birth chart done and find out, you know, where was the sun, you know, like that kind of energy in your chart. Where do you have the Leo energy and which house it's in, and that will be, you know, amplified there. So here we go. Also, the next card is being the Emperor. So this is about performance. And so you're ready. The Emperor is actually all four kings rolled into one, like all the qualities, like being really wise with money and time and energy, being able to bring really brilliant thoughts down and make something of them on planet Earth, being really, you know, sexy and happy and passionate about life, being, you know, having love in your life and enjoying it, like being, the Emperor has got all the qualities of all four kings, and, you know, good with money, good, you know, highly respected, a lot of really good energy here. And then that's what I feel is been your destiny all along. And remember, the Emperor can be a female and in her masculine energy, as well as a male in his masculine energy. All of the characters in the tarot are actually archetypes, so they're not gender specific. They're more about masculine and feminine energy. And then we have the High Priestess. That's really cool, because when the Fool begins on their new journey in the Arcana at the 0 point, they come across the Magician, and then they come across, the next card they come across is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is all joyful because she sits with God, like right by God, up in the throne, and she follows her intuition. She's got a lot. So this is saying you have a lot of intuition, and you know, use it. And pay attention to the cycles of the moon, because they can really benefit you. I have some readings, the full moon and new moon readings. They're on a playlist on my site if you want to take a look at that. And then we have destruction. And so this is talking about a tactic that was used. And so something happened, and it really set you back. And now you're moving forward. It's kind of, but there was something here that, and you would be aware of what that was. It's saying you've healed from it. You had to use your intuition. And the other thing it is saying is what, like this was saying here, is that you learned a lot of leadership skills because of what happened. And you learned it maybe the hard way, but now you know it. And so that's elevated you into a much higher position. And there's justice, and that's the justice. Like the universe metes out justice sometimes in different ways. It's kind of like, okay, you had a hard time. Well, here, now I'm going to give you 100 times more than you thought you could have. You have all these opportunities. You have the most pentacles that you can have in the deck. you have this new exuberance for life. It's a total energetic upgrade. Like, it's really, really good energy. And then we have Aries. Like, it's like you're a baby again and you're ready to start over again and let go of any baggage that you had and just enjoy life, like, and enjoy the possibilities that are within those opportunities. And the energy is talking about, there was some sort of abuse of power, and that's what this was down here. And so it took a while for you to heal from it, but what it's saying is that you have, and now you don't have to be afraid of life. You don't have to battle for everything anymore. Like, you don't have to think like that. Life isn't supposed to be a battle. You're like the sun here, you know, you're just happy and attracted. And so you're in that kind of energy now, and just recognize it. You're at a high performance level. You wouldn't be there if you wouldn't have gone through what you went through. And the justice is also about redemption from karma. So you were, you know, clearing some karma possibly for yourself and for, you know, for directly and indirectly for family members like your ancestors. And that's just, it's kind of, there's always going to be this forward and backward energy in the universe. It's just the way, that's how we learn. So yeah, but now it's happy time. So I really like this reading. I hope you've also enjoyed it. Give it a like and a comment if you have. Excuse me. And consider subscribing to the channel if you've enjoyed this reading and enjoy the energy of the channel. I'll be back with some more random shift at some random time in the future. Usually it's about every 4 or 5 days that I find I have the time to do a few smaller readings like this here and there. Bye for now. Oh, you were having such a good sleep.